Hello everyone. In this video, I'm going to explain to you how DR and BDR works in an OSPF network using real Cisco demonstration lab. So these are 5 routers in the OSPF network, and I do have multi-access link here and I do have serial link here. This is also a multi-access link, and I'm going to show you how OSPF DR and BDR elected for each segment using this real Cisco demonstration lab. I have pre-configured all these routers with OSPF configuration, so we are going to focus only on how DR BDR works. Before we dive into the lab, I'm going to explain to you a little bit of theory, otherwise you are not going to understand this lab very well. So let's go to R1 and issue a command, show IP OSPF neighbor, and look at the role of these routers. We are going to focus on the state. The first part of the state belongs to R1, second part belongs to the remote router. And also remember, this is a multi-access link, this is a point-to-point link, this is also a multi-access link. And also you have to remember OSPF DR and BDR is selected for each segment or each link. In this common link, you have 3 routers, and in this link you have 2 routers, but this is a multi-access Ethernet network. In this also you have 2 routers, but this is a serial link. So now let's go to R1 and look at R4 and R5 are part of the multi-access link. So it will have DR and BDR election, and R5 has been selected as the DR, and R4 has been selected BDR for this segment because R5 has the highest router ID. That's why it became as the DR. Now let's move on to R2. It is a serial link. There will be only 2 nodes in this serial link. So there is no DR and BDR election in this serial link. That is why you do not see a DR and BDR. And now let's move on to the other link that is connected to R3. In R3, R3 became as the DR because R3 has the highest router ID, which is 3333, and R1 router ID is only 1111. If you go to R3 and issue the same command, you will see the other side of the story. R3 has a full neighbor relationship with R1, and R1 is the BDR in this segment because there are 2 routers in a multi-access link, so there will be 1 DR and 1 BDR. When it comes to DR BDR election, the router with the highest OSPF priority will become the DR, and the second highest priority will become the BDR. But if you do not set the priority, everyone will have the same priority, and then the router ID will become as the determining factor in selecting DR and BDR. In this case, I did not set the priority for any routers, so we are using the router ID as the criteria for DR and BDR election. So if another router joined this multi-access segment, it won't become DR or BDR until the re-election happens, and it has to have the router ID higher than R1 and R3 to become a DR or BDR. Hope this video is helpful for you. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification for my future video updates.